Today, I experienced what some might see as an epiphany. So, I'm walking through Doncaster, sort of making my way to a coffee shop, and I'm, thinking about going in and chatting to people in shops again, and letting them know about the seminar that's coming up and what I'm all about as a person and what all of this is about as a whole. And as I'm walking out of the car park that I've parked in, I see a chap sat on the floor, and I walk past him and ignore him. On my way back, I decided that I was going to take a moment to stop and see the way people reacted to this fella sat on the floor. So I stood there and I watched people just walk past him, just not even look at him, just not even a glance, not even take the time to ask him how he is or why he's even sat there. I mean, think about that. We assume people are homeless, right? When we see them on the floor and we see, people with sleeping bags and little cup outside, we assume they're homeless. We don't assume that the worst has happened to them, not just the night before. And I look down at myself and I'm wearing a suit because, I decided to look professional as I was going in. I started to realise that there's just an empty void that's a difference between people who are on the streets and people who just walk past. I mean, we look at these people and we instantaneously judge them. Must be on drugs, must be on alcohol, must be wasting the money that they're given, right? But is that the case? As we live and breathe and we walk through this life and we walk through the world and we, go by our day-to-day lives, there are moments when we just wish and we pray that there was somebody there that was going to come over and say to us, hey, you okay? What's going on in your life? And in the exact same day, and I don't want this to look like I'm blowing my own trumpet, but this is an experience that I want you all to take note from. I was sat in this coffee shop for a fair few hours and I saw this couple walk in, what I assumed is a couple, right? And him and her sit next to each other, opposite each other, and all of a sudden I could feel this air, like they were clearly arguing, something was going on, right? And he'd walked off and it looked like the end had come for them, do you know what I mean? They'd finished. And this girl started crying. And I decided to go downstairs, get some tissues off the counter and go and take them and give them to her. Now, I don't want to medal for that. I'm not asking for a certificate. I'm not asking for a pat on the back and saying I'm a fantastic person. But what I want to show you from that is that act, that simple, small act of kindness could have drastically changed her mood. 6 months down the line, she might look at that situation and think, you know what? There's a guy over there or there's a girl over there that's clearly upset or in distress. Let me go and help them out. Because good things, positivity, giving, good energy reciprocates throughout the universe. What that means is it's like a ripple effect. You drop a stone in the water, what happens? The ripples go across the lake, the river, whatever it is. Right? Every action we do in life has a consequence, whether it's good or bad. So you have a choice every day. Do you do a good action? Do you do a bad action? I went up to that homeless guy. I didn't give him any money, but I gave him an invitation. I gave him an invitation to that seminar, and it might sound silly, but do you know the worst thing about when I gave it to him as well? Is I said to him, you look like a guy that doesn't have much to give. And after I said it, I felt my heart drop, sank, everything. I had this massive upsetting emotion come over me, thinking to myself, what have I just said? I just assumed this guy doesn't have anything to give because he's homeless. But why does giving have to be monetary? Why does giving have to be materialistic? Why is that what we associate with it? Why is that the tagline associated with it? It doesn't make sense to me, but yeah, still something I said. So up here, I'm still programmed to think as society wants us to. But deep down, there's something different going on. And that's what I'm trying to show people. I want everybody to see the same way. I don't see how it can harm anybody. Looking at people without having a stereotype, looking at people without, straight away trying to figure them out. It's not a bad thing. You'll find out after time. You'll find out in time what that person's about. You can't straight away judge someone. It's wrong. And even I still do it, So, sometimes I think we take for granted the things that we see. and we take for granted what we have, and we take for granted the situation we're in. Because maybe these people had homes yesterday. Maybe they, had families yesterday. Maybe it's all taken from them. Because sometimes maybe we should look in the mirror, And that's not, saying everyone's the same, because I was an advocate of that and talking about my experience today. So, just food for thought, food for thought. Just keep a clear mind, keep a clear eye before you let it be clouded by other people and by what we perceive to be normal. So, just my thoughts for tonight, guys. Maybe you saw something good. So, have a great evening. Take care and see you soon.